What's up?
Mr. Gorbachev.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Mr. Gorbachev.
Turn up this podcast.
I'm in this for the money and the pussy, and they're both falling off the trees.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 88 of the Reasonable Doubt podcast.
Holy fuck! We're getting so close to 100.
I know. We're officially in the, FM radio,
Yeah, within
you know
their frequency numbers.
We're in the
That's
frequency
cool.
numbers of FM radio.
Yeah.
Welcome to FM 88, The Nut.
Josh.
What?
Sorry, I interrupted you. We are your hosts.
Oh, sorry. We are your hosts, C. Griff.
And Chicka J Money.
What would your radio name be?
I can't say DJ Salty Nuts.
No.
Because
or
honestly,
DJ
my nuts
Easy
are
Dick.
always, pretty clean.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, it's a fucking war zone down there.
Yeah,
for me.
no, I like clean nuts.
I try. I really do. But I would have to wash my nuts 4 times a day.
Well, I wash them twice a day.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I have at least one shower a day.
Yep.
And then probably
Most days.
if I'm visiting a friend or some family, I'll probably do a quick little wash in the sink.
What? Just get in the shower.
No,
It takes 2 minutes.
if I'm quickly visiting a friend.
You do it at their house?
Yeah, I've done it at your house.
That's fucked
I've
up.
washed mine and I rubbed them all over your toothbrush.
I believe you. Yeah. Speaking of nuts, let's kick off here with General Butt Naked.
General Butt Naked?
Do you know about this guy? I queued him up here in my.
All right,
my
who's
thing.
General Butt Naked?
General Butt Naked, Joshua Milton Blahi.
Let's see. Let me try and read it.
Joshua Milton
Blahi? Okay. What about him?
Better known by his nom de guerre, which means war name, General Butt Naked, is a Liberian evangelical preacher, writer, and former warlord known for his actions during the First Liberian Civil War.
Holy Christ.
So during the conflict, whatever the fuck, Butt Naked led a group of soldiers which fought on the side of rebel group United Liberian Movement of Liberia for Democracy. That's a bit wordy.
If you're coming up with a revolutionary title,
think you'd fucking clean it up a
something
little bit,
that would roll off the tongue.
Yeah. So anyway, this jackass used to run into battle decapitating and murdering people and shit.
As one does, as a Liberian
Naked. Fully naked all the time, bouncing off walls, grabbing shit, and he'd and he'd run around naked.
I mean, I kind of respect it.
Mucho respect, you know?
Mucho respect, General Butt Naked.
Yeah.
Also,
He's kind of a piece of shit, though.
Respect to the enlisted who came up with that name.
Yeah.
Because you nailed it. That's what he does. But Germanic warriors in the Roman times used to fight naked all the time.
Really?
Yeah, they would line up with shields and swords and helmets and the rest naked. Because it would give you more courage, I guess, is what the thought was.
Dude, I'd just be so scared of getting stabbed in the dick.
Always.
You know?
I'm not even talking about the lack of armor on my vital organs.
No.
I don't want the tip of a spear to go right in between where my balls are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And maybe they fall out.
That had to have happened to one guy.
Oh, a bunch. Tell me if you were in war and the dude's naked wearing pants, you're like, I'm going to cut your dick off, dude.
Yeah, immediately.
I'm going to try to cut your dick off.
But what if you, as you go down to grip and cut dick off,
he stabs you in the back.
Stabs you in the back before you can do that.
Damn.
And that's the strategy.
Maybe that's what his move.
But if I was in battle, I think about this often. If the guy beside me is also naked and he gets his dick and balls annihilated by a gunshot or something, I'm like, fuck this.
Retreat immediately.
Yeah, whatever pants I'm wearing isn't gonna stop that.
Yeah.
Right? But for some reason, just having a clear target You know what I mean? If I were to shoot at a fully clothed guy, I'd probably go for center mass. If I was to shoot a naked man, immediately I'm shooting him in the penis.
So one thing I do know is apparently during like war times in Pakistan,
yeah.
it was a known thing that they would try to shoot dudes in the balls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like they try to shoot the Americans in the nuts, like specifically, and I was like, that's fucking pretty brutal, dude.
Like why?
Because you're gonna get one dude in the nuts, and then you're gonna die. You know. Then it's the United States.
Yeah, I guess.
You gave away your position. You're now.
I guess,
fucked.
yeah, there's like an A-10 coming to just end your existence.
They hit him in the nuts! Like, send in the fucking Blackbird. It's America.
Some battleship offshore, just all guns go.
Yeah. Do not fuck with American testicles.
Yeah, like you pretty much got one. You can get one guy before your entire hill that you're on is flattened.
Yeah.
So you might as well hit him in the nuts.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Yeah, like if you're gonna die anyway, I guess get him in the nuts.
Yeah.
Because he's got to go home and, like, you know, reassess life.
Yeah, you're just a eunuch now.
Yeah, you're nutless.
You're nutless. And
I
it
feel
doesn't
bad
matter
if you have no nuts and you're
if
listening.
you're an
I'm
American,
sorry.
yeah, if you have no nuts and you're listening, woman or eunuch, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But
yeah, you're both in a rough spot.
yeah, I'm sorry for what we've done.
Yeah.
I feel like in a wartime scenario, torture too.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I'd hold up well under torture. I feel like I would give it up right away.
I think I'd be pretty good under
The
torture.
second they go for my nuts. Like, they would just have to, like, look down there as, like, the next possible target, and I'd tell everyone.
Hold on a second.
I'll start telling embarrassing stories from, like, the 8th grade.
I shit my pants not that long ago.
One time I got a boner at a stool dance. Please don't cut my balls. Yeah, fuck. I would not hold up under psychological or physical torture.
I know that probably not for my best well-being. I would get to a point where, like, if you started torturing me, if I held out long enough, then I would hold out forever because I'd be pissed off. I'd be like, fuck you.
Yeah,
I'm
I'd
not
reach a
telling
point.
you.
Like, if I was tied down and
Fuck
there was,
you.
like, we're torturing you no matter what you say, then I would probably hit a point.
Be like, go fuck
But if
yourself.
it's like,
not telling
we're going
you.
to torture you until you tell me this, I'd be like, nah, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Right away.
Yeah, if they're like, we're torturing you because we hate your country, I'd be like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Eat it. Yeah, I know. One of my worst fears, I had dreams about this where I'm being tortured and I'm telling them what I think is correct and they're like, no, we don't believe you, and keep going. And I'm like, no, but it is. I'm snitching right now.
Yeah, I think too, if someone hit me in the nuts, I would immediately, like, especially because you're not getting tortured by, like, you know, like, normal people.
No, you're getting tortured by people that like torturing people.
Yeah, the people who are idiots, honestly. They're probably dumb as fuck.
Probably.
So I would immediately go for what every dumb guy is afraid of. I'd be like, what are you, fucking gay? Why are you touching my balls, dude?
Only gay guys smash my balls with a sledgehammer. Oh,
Fuck, we can't do it now. You know what I mean? They're so dumb. You'd be like, yeah.
only gay guys shoot me in the head.
Dude, you guys don't know any gay guys? It's fucking all, that's all they do.
That's all they do. You guys have never been to that's what gay bashing
You've
is.
never been to Lavish?
You guys never been to a bathhouse? It's all hammers in there. What do you think they got the holes in the
Yeah,
in
don't
the
even look at my
bathroom
dick.
stalls?
It's super gay, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you do
You're
whatever
like
you want.
tied up in the chair like, no, I gotta punch you in the shoulder. You looked at my nuts. And then maybe that's the play. If you're getting tortured, be so annoying that they give up and shoot
Like,
you.
Shut up. He had so much valuable information. I couldn't listen.
I couldn't listen to him for another 5 seconds.
You guys ever watch Teletubbies Grown-Ups?
I do know about Joe. Who's Joe? Joe Mama.
Where is it? Oh, it's with my Aunt Nunya. Like, look up his aunt.
Look up his Aunt Nunya.
Aunt Nunya motherfucking business!
Sir, our files say it's none of our goddamn business. Fuck. Kill the guy.
Dude, I would love that.
That'd be good.
That's fucking amazing.
That would be good.
I don't know why. Sorry, I don't know why this came into my head while we
General
were talking
butt
about
naked, or-
nuts.
Oh, okay.
How much do you know about Marie Antoinette? Marie Antoinette.
That's the one that got her head cut off, right?
Yeah.
French Revolution.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll let them eat cake, lady.
Okay, riddle me her situation. What happened there?
I'll spin you a yarn.
Yeah.
So take this with a very generous amount of reasonable doubt. Because I know that there's some parts of this story that have been like exaggerated over time.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how much
History
real
is
this
written
is.
by the victors.
And then also my knowledge of this may not be true. Anyways, so France is going through a revolution as it does.
As the French do.
As the French do. There's a huge wealth divide between the aristocrats and the common people.
Yeah.
So
We don't have enough balls to do that here, but go ahead.
The level of disparity between them was less than we have now. And they started a revolution over it. The French love to
I
revolution.
love the
though.
French.
They've
I
revolutionized
love
like
them.
6
I say
times.
this all the time. I love the
I
French.
think we're technically on the 6th French Republic. Anyway,
Are we really?
I think so. I think they've done it a lot.
What? And when the wealth divide gets too big and they're like, time to reset.
Or other shit. Or they're like, we're kicking out Napoleon. And they're like, no, fuck you are. And then just that.
You
And then
gotta
they're like,
respect that,
well,
though.
we're bringing back Napoleon. They're like, the fuck you are. And then another one. Like,
You gotta respect the French that, like, the U.S. is like, we love capitalism. And the French are like, we love it so much that we like to not get to late stage.
Well, it was like-
we'll just keep restarting.
this summer, they were like, well, actually, you guys are going to have to retire at 65, not 60. And they're like,
Yeah, the fuck we are. I know, they freaked the fuck out.
yeah. So they're killing all the the people make up a bunch of courts and stuff, and they make up their own form of government, and then they put on trials for all the people that were wealthy and shit before. They're mostly show trials. They're going to execute all these people.
Yeah.
Right? But they have all these trials. And I think someone said to Marie Antoinette, as they're like clamoring outside of where she lives, like to kill them all, they were like, oh, well, like, they're upset, they're angry, like, they don't have any bread to eat. And she said, bread? Why don't they just eat cake? Because she was so wealthy and grew up so wealthy that she had no idea, like, what a lack of food meant. Like, she didn't understand that, like, oh, well, they don't have bread, why don't they eat something else? It was like, no, they don't have bread, and that's their only food.
Wow.
So then they just marched her ass out and cut her head off.
Yeah, just guillotined her, right?
Just guillotined her, and I guess she was like super chill about the whole thing.
It goes.
Death grips.
Love them.
Death grips. Speaking of death grips, somebody did not win our contest that we started last week.
It was
And
me.
the winner of the Death Grip Award goes to Christian Gripperty. He lasted 8 hours.
Well, you know,
It was tough competition out there.
we played our best. When it really came down to the third period, I just couldn't keep it together. The endurance wasn't there, and just had to let
You
go.
went to sleep and woke up. That's all you did. I like the interview like you just lost the semifinal.
Yeah.
Like, listen, all the guys, they gave it their all out there, and sometimes, you know, ball doesn't bounce your way, and it's not your luck. That's fine. We'll come back next year. We'll come back stronger.
We were really trying. The defense was maybe missing a little bit. I'll take the hit on that one, and
Yeah.
yeah, and you know, when it came down to it, we just didn't put pucks in nets, and that ended up being why I jerked off.
Sir?
Yeah.
Yeah. Some have said that you have a lack of perseverance and you don't want to win this year. What would you say to the people that say that?
It's probably true.
I didn't want to win this competition at all.
This is one of those ones I didn't want to win.
It's all right. That's all right.
Do you remember Kenny versus Spenny?
I do, yeah. Spenny was in Joe Cool's like 3 days ago.
Was he really?
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Oh, well.
Anyways,
Where was my fucking text?
I wasn't there.
No, true. Yeah.
Yo, if I was there, you would have got a text.
Who was there? Our friends?
I just saw a picture. Like,
CNC? You ever thought about that?
What?
They're CNC.
Oh,
Yeah.
a Canadian club. No, I just
Freshly engaged. Congratulations to you two. We love you
Speaking
both.
of freshly engaged, congratulations to you as well.
Oh, thanks, bro. It's not fresh anymore.
No, it's over. Yeah, you get about a week and a half. Out of that.
Honeymoon phase is gone. The old ball and chain.
Yeah, the old lady. Now, when we ask you to do stuff, you get to be like, oh, let me check with the boss lady.
No, that'll never change.
Yeah, no, that's not you.
You're like, yeah, boys, let's do it. And they'll be like, well, we had plans.
Babe, it's the guys.
But it's the guys, and we're going to the Mandarin.
Babe, it's the guys, and I'd so much rather hang out with them than you.
I wanna go to the all-you-can-eat buffet.
Yeah, and I'm really gonna push the limit of what all you can eat means.
Have I ever told you about my record at all you can eat? They no longer do all you can eat crab, and I think I'm part of the reason.
Yeah.
I set a record.
How many souls did you
My
extinguish?
personal record was 27 plates of crab.
That's a lot of crab. Is it
I
like
didn't
most
eat
all
anything
you can
else.
eats where they like slowly start tapering down portions like as you go?
No, because you just go up and get yourself a buffet.
Oh.
So I was like 27 stacked plates of crab. I bet you I ate, I don't know.
Butter sauce?
I bet you I ate like 60 claws.
The white devil out front. He keeps eating more crab.
He's eating everything.
The chefs in the back, like he can't be eating crab still.
Well, they made a comment on one server. I still remember. I remember his name. I'm gonna shout him out. His name was Milo,
Yeah.
and he was like, "That's a lot of crab." And I was like, "Yeah, I love crab. Big fan."
I did not come to this all-you-can-eat crab to be fat shamed.
Yeah, like, dude, it's all you can eat.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, is this a man who has had all he can eat?
Dude, I literally got to the end of it, and I was like, holy fuck, I had one little scoop of ice cream. And I was like,
You little spit off your ice cream.
it's like, that's it, we're done here. We're done. Tapping out.
Oh, you!
My mom
like
shamed
one
me
scoop
for
of,
it.
like tiger tail.
Yeah. My mom was like, Christian, that is disgusting.
Yeah, so what? I'm gross.
Yeah, I was keeping a tally on a napkin
Of how many crabs?
of each plate.
Oh my
Just
god.
stacking plates. Bowls of butter. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
I think it took years off my life. That
yeah,
day.
probably.
Yeah.
Probably. You were like you almost probably ate them out of crab. Because they probably what you ate they accounted for like 4 dudes.
If not more, yeah. It was brutal. And they don't do crab anymore. It sucks.
Yeah,
I
because
want
you
all-
ate all the crab. There's
I
no
want
more
all
in
you
the
can
ocean.
eat crab, though.
Yeah.
Where do we go for that?
I think Mandarin's got crab.
Nope.
No?
No.
Maybe crab's too expensive.
It is, because people do 27 plates of crab.
Look what you fucking did!
I know, I ruined it for everyone. I feel bad.
I hope it was good.
It was fucking...
I bet it was great.
My mouth's watering just thinking about the crab.
Yeah, we'll see with Sarah. I'm gonna go for like probably the most I've ever eaten.
I'm going to try to comatose myself.
Because then immediately, I know we're gonna go out for beers after.
Are we? We're going to come back to your place and have a nap.
Yeah, and
then go for
And then go
beers.
for beers.
Yeah.
Because the second one, like, fizzy, full beer hits the mountain of sushi,
I'm full.
it's gonna be in there. It's just gonna...
Yeah, you got to give it time.
I saw this thing out of the States this week, actually. It was an all-you-can-eat buffet.
Yeah.
Started charging people $50 if they threw up.
What?
Yeah.
You know what? Fair.
Yeah, fair enough.
Fair enough. Don't eat till you throw up. That's fucked up.
That's gross. Also,
I've never eaten all
every
that
time
throwing
I've been to an all-you-can-eat buffet, the types of cultures that are running those places do not seem like the type that would eat until they throw up.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
Like, it would be extremely shameful. And
Yeah.
then they just watch us roll in there.
The noble Asians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The noble Asians as opposed to the...
I'm just saying Asians are
Oh,
relatively
okay, they're
noble,
noble.
people.
Okay. Yeah, they're gonna, like, walk in there, see me just fucking right past that salad bar.
Yeah.
That's
I'm not
wasted
doing
space.
that.
I'm not fucking around
Yeah,
with the
I'm gonna
salad
be
bar.
honest. When I go in there, if I'm going to the salad bar, I'm going to the salad bar for oysters and mussels,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it.
Yeah, I mean, I'll fuck up some oysters. That's not very much room.
No, it's a tiny little bit of room,
Tiny little bit of room. And I like
and
oysters.
it's tasty. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you go over, and they're like, "Look at this. We have like pizza and garlic bread and stuff." And you're
Nope.
like, "No, thank you."
No, thank you. I'm going to that prime rib carving station.
Yeah.
I'm going to any assorted seafood I can find.
I want all the seafood.
I want like
turbo shrimp, the breaded shrimp.
turbo shrimp. Yeah,
I'm like, I'll take
I want
15
some
of
lemon
those.
chicken.
Oh,
I want any sort of like cornstarchy sauced chicken.
Yeah, all of them.
General Tso or whatever.
And then the
Pig's feet.
Oh, they don't have hawk there.
No.
No.
What else do I want? Chitlins.
Chitlins?
Yeah.
Chillins?
No, chitlins.
What are those?
Pig intestines.
Huh.
They're usually
I
full
don't know
of
if
poop.
I'm down for that.
They're really gross.
I would get ribs.
Oh yeah, we're fucking up ribs.
Fucking up ribs.
Yeah,
Fucking
I
them up.
want to do the thing where you've got the rib bone, like right out of your
You
mouth,
just hit
and
the
it's
neck straight away.
and it's just gone, and
Yeah.
then you like,
That's what I do
down.
with chicken wings.
and then I just throw the bone at whoever's waiting our table.
Guys,
As I've got just like sauce,
dude,
and a little napkin, and
I'm
just
wearing a gross fucking t-shirt for this.
yo, let's get bibs.
Dude, we should. We should buy bibs. Walk
Nice
in and
bib.
be like, we are here to punish.
Turn on the second fryer. They're here.
Oh, you know! Who is it? Trust Fatty Whitey.
On a food-related topic, but off, I just want to say, fuck caramel apples.
Yeah, I'm not down.
They suck.
There's too much apple underneath. And when you do it to a Granny Smith, it's like, man, Granny Smiths are fucking sour.
I fucking hate caramel apples. I think they're dumb because you got to keep them cold. So that makes the apple extra dense for some reason.
Yeah.
And you got to fucking bite through all that caramel. It gets all up your nose. It's all over your
Because
teeth.
it's always way too big of an apple.
Always way too big an
You
apple.
know what would be a great apple for this?
Crab apples.
Like a little gala.
Yeah, a Fuji.
Or a
And they've
little-
got the like...
No, Fuji's are pretty big.
Are they? Am I
they're
thinking of
big.
something else? Where
Maybe.
they've got the kind of like figure?
No, those are Macintosh.
Macintosh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You're the apple
Josh
guy.
isn't
You're
an
the
apple
apple
guy.
guy.
I
That's
love
fine.
apples.
Yeah.
Big apple guy. Speaking of food and apples, our enormous apple enthusiast friend, I think I can say his name. He asked for a shout out.
Did he?
He said it drunk, though. I don't know legally how that holds up, but that's right. Anyway, Dylan, our friend.
Yep. The apple aficionado.
He is an apple aficionado.
Yeah.
I tried something that I'm sure I've knocked in front of you. I'm 100% sure. I've knocked this, and I was like, so I was kind of drunk, and I looked over at him, and he was doing it, and I tried it, and I was very pleased. He folded a piece of pizza.
The wrong way.
You know how you like pick up a piece of pizza, and it's like this?
Yeah.
And then he folded it. He folded it up.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I tried it. It's fucking delicious.
But you like folding pizza, period? You've
I've
never
done. Ever.
Dude.
In my whole life.
You have to fold pizza.
It's very tasty.
It's the best because then you can turn it sideways.
And
And when you bite it, if it's hot, like really hot,
Yeah.
sauce doesn't shoot up into your upper lip.
Yeah, I know. It's great.
It's like a sandwich.
It's perfect.
And then any sort of dipping sauce just all gets contained in there.
It's wonderful.
Oh, how have you been eating pizza wrong?
I just eat it open the whole time. It's always like a straight up piece.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't a knock on you at all, okay? But if someone were to tell me, like, who do you think knows how to eat pizza?
It'd be me.
It'd be you. I'd be like,
I've eaten lots
I
of
need
pizza.
you to call a guy. I listen to all your pizza recommendations on places to go.
Yeah.
You get pizza, like, on the regular. That's, like, your, like, treat.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
And you haven't been doing this?
haven't been doing it.
Oh, buddy.
It was brutal.
Welcome.
Yeah, it was.
Welcome
It was
to the
delicious. I had a
real
really
world.
good time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I shout out. I actually have some at home. I got some last night.
You got some
I
pizza?
got panzerotti from Tony's.
That's the best panzerotti in the city.
You ever in London, Ontario?
Tony's. Panzerotti.
Tony's
Everything else kind of
Panzerotti.
sucks, but...
Tony's panzerotti is hands down the best panzerotti in the city.
I got a little story for you.
Go ahead.
Man found on top of a handmade boat in the Pacific Ocean before being rescued by a cruise ship.
How big was the
Tom
boat?
Robinson is his name, which is such a fucking ocean explorer name.
Tom Robinson. That's the name of an ocean explorer.
24, from Brisbane, began his 8,000-mile journey on his boat Maiwar from the coast of Peru last July and was due to arrive in Cairns in December. He activated his distress alarm on Thursday off of Vanuatu, Pacific Islands. Handmade boat, though. That's pretty fucking wicked. And then to be like, we're just sailing off.
It's a sailboat. It's got to be.
It's got to be. There's no way it's just like a set me adrift boat.
Yeah. And how far did he get?
Halfway across the Pacific.
From New Zealand going where?
No, from Peru.
Going to New Zealand.
Going to Cairns. Isn't Cairns in Europe? No, it's Cairns. Cairns, I feel like, is in like the Philippines or New Zealand or something. So he was going across the Pacific.
The Southern Pacific.
Yeah.
That's fucking enormous.
That's enormous and vast.
Yeah.
There is not much land.
There are little islands out there.
But they're so far in between.
Yeah.
And so little. Those islands are fucking weird. I bet you find some weird fucking people on those islands.
Yeah, there's tons of tiny little islands out there.
Of people that just like...
Just exist on
They just exist on those islands.
It'd be strange. Can you imagine living on an island your whole life that like...
That far away from civilization?
Yeah, like everyone on that island knows each other. You would literally grow up knowing every single person on the island.
Yeah.
Like some of those islands are like 800 people.
Yeah, I think...
You know what I mean?
Well,
like,
I think the amount of people you need to have in a population to sustain and not get genetic deformities is like 2,000.
Yeah, so they don't have that.
No.
That's
no,
why
fucking...
like people come and move there and people leave.
Well, yeah, and they're all like vassals of like the British Empire and shit,
Yeah.
right? And they probably like pay them to like fuck off.
Yeah, the sun never set on the British Empire.
Still doesn't.
Still doesn't.
Still doesn't. They just barely.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's probably some fucking weird shit
You think so?
going on those islands. Well, it's like you got that low of a population, right?
Yeah.
If you're considering like half,
How do they make money? Sorry.
they get paid money
to be there?
to be there.
You know this?
Yes.
What?
It's a very small amount. They get like a guaranteed income, but money doesn't really need. You don't really need much money on these islands. Because like you get food shipments in, but people have lived there forever and they know how to like live there, right? So they just kind of forage around, and because it's like rainforesty, jungle-y shit on those islands.
A lot of them, yeah.
Yeah, so like there's not much agriculture, except for like chickens.
So they have chickens.
They've got like
pigs,
chickens and pigs, and then they eat coconuts and various
fish,
fruit
tons
and
of
fish. So yeah, you don't really need to make much money. What are you going to spend your money on? All you got to do down there is
have a house.
Have a house, farm your little farm, and then go to big campfires with everybody.
Yeah, they must just hang out all the time.
They must just hang out all the time.
We should move to a little island.
They wouldn't like us.
Really?
No.
Why?
We wouldn't fit the vibe, I don't think.
We're chill dudes.
Yeah, until I go 6 months without getting a Miller High Life in me. And then
you
who
think
knows?
They have no booze there?
They probably ferment their own. They've probably figured out a way. Humans love to drink. We've been doing this forever.
They love alcohol. It's
They
true.
love alcohol.
All
They
over the
probably like ferment coconut milk into this boozy little thing, and then they've got like pina coladas. Probably not, actually.
No.
Well, a lot of these places too.
grapes.
There's certain islands that are half natives and half white people, but they're like shipwrecked crews from the like 1700s, or like
The white folk?
Yeah, or like mutinied crews that just get dropped on an island.
And they've just been
And
there.
they've just been there, and they slowly integrate with the native population, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think the famous one is Pitcairn Island in the Pacific. It was like a failed mutiny, so the captain and like the loyal crew kicked them all off onto an island. And there was like some native people there, and then they've just lived there their whole... Like their descendants just keep living there. And they're all really fucking inbred.
Are they really?
Oh, yeah.
The
I think at one point it came down to about 4 women. It was like 4 women there. And then it came back.
That's brutal.
Yeah, fucking weird, eh? So that's what I mean. I don't think we'd fit the vibe.
So they would still be like pirate vibes.
I feel like, yeah,
You know?
it would be like part of your tradition is to be a pirate.
because
But you don't
be
have boats.
descendants of a pirate colony.
Yeah, but I don't know if you'd have like.
Was there like? This is gonna sound dumb.
It's okay. Hit me with it.
You know, in Pirates of the Caribbean,
Yeah.
when they go to that place that has all the pirates, I can't remember the name of the town.
Oh, it's like a little port town that's just got pirates
It's
vibing.
just nothing but pirates.
Yeah.
Hold up, I'm gonna look this up.
Tortuga.
Tortuga.
Yeah.
Yes. Is that a real place?
Yeah, it's Jamaica.
What?
I think it's just Jamaica.
Is Tortuga a real place? Today, Tortuga is belonging to Haiti.
Haiti. Yeah, it was just like little port towns on all these little Caribbean islands.
The island is 40 kilometers long, 7 kilometers wide, and at its highest point, 464 meters above sea level.
Yeah.
Um,
And then they all just drank and partied on these little islands and fought each other.
Oh, holy fuck. Tortuga is an island that forms part of Haiti off the northwest coast of Hispaniola. During the 17th century was a stronghold for piracy operating throughout the Caribbean.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was a legit
Yeah, that's
place.
real, yeah. I think Kingston had a lot of pirates in it, too, in Jamaica.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Shout out to our friend who has made his way safely
Yeah,
to
shout out.
Kingston.
You gotta start doing some piracy shit.
Yeah.
How fucking... Okay. I ask this question to my friends all the time. Would you rather be a cowboy, a ninja, or a pirate, right?
Yeah.
I always say cowboy. I feel like that's the obvious choice. Sorry, was it? What's wrong? Am I speaking over my mic?
Yeah, you were speaking over
I was
my
sorry.
forehead.
I really got into that.
All right, go for this.
I always pick cowboy. I feel like it's the right call.
So cowboy, ninja, or pirate?
Yeah, but I'm starting to change my mind towards pirate. I think life would be more comfortable as a cowboy, though. Life as a pirate would not be comfy.
Pirate, ninja, or cowboy?
Yeah. Have I not asked you this question?
No.
Oh, I asked everyone this
Pirate,
question.
ninja. Ninja requires far too much discipline, and I would assume it's going to be Yakuza vibes, or you got to cut off your finger if you fuck up.
See, that's no one ever picks ninja.
No.
I think I got to change ninja to samurai.
A samurai's same thing, man.
Yeah, I guess you were like nobility though as a samurai. Right?
Yeah. And then like cowboy would be pretty sweet, but like be kind of gross and shit.
Everything's gross though.
Everything's gross.
Every option's
except ninja.
Except
Ninja's
ninja.
probably the cleanest.
Yeah.
But cowboy, I feel like you would have a rough time.
I feel like cowboys though have access to a bath. Like once a month.
So do pirates.
Yeah.
They
but
go in the water all the time.
something about being on a wooden ship just screams like, oh, the scurvy and the fucking barnacles everywhere. I don't know. I feel like it would get nasty on a boat.
I think I'd be up for pirate.
You'd be up for pirate?
Yeah.
I think the ways of dying, because you'd probably die, like not of old age,
Yeah.
if you pick any of these. The methods of dying as cowboy would be a lot better than the way you would die as a pirate.
Fuck no. There's some brutal ways to die as a cowboy.
Yeah, but you'd probably get shot or hung.
No, shot, hung, bubonic plague from the desert, or bit by a rattlesnake and die a violent poison death.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like, those are pretty common.
Yeah.
Those are common for cowboys.
Yeah, but pirate...
Speared by invading natives whose land you're
Scalped.
fucking around on. Scalped. Dude,
Yeah.
there's some brutal
But okay,
ways.
pirates got scalped too.
Not really.
Ran through with a cutlass.
Okay.
That sounds awful. Taking a cannonball to the
Cannonball
chest.
would be fine. It'd be done before you knew it.
Yeah, but not one of the big cannonballs. You know those cannons that shoot a bunch of little cannonballs?
Yeah, dead. You'd be dead in a second.
What do they call it? Where they drag you underneath the boat. Fuck. I'm forgetting what it's called. Basically, they tie your hands and feet on a rope and then drag you underneath the boat. Oh, keel hauling, where they pull you over the keel. You know
Over
the keel
front,
of the boat
Yeah.
is?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they drag you along the bottom of the ship and then pull you up and then just keep doing that until you die. Because it's covered in barnacles, so it like rips you up.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that's how they got Blackbeard.
What, he lived through it?
No, it killed them. That kills you pretty quick. It's like the whole crew pulls the rope and it drags you along the barnacles, and then as you go over the keel, it probably breaks your back. Because it's that one straight piece that goes straight down, right?
Straight down underneath. Yeah, that's fucking brutal. I would take...
the plank?
If you're a good pirate, I think you're going to live a long time. I would walk the plank.
Yeah, but then you just got to swim in the ocean until you die. You're scared of swimming in the ocean.
I am. But, like, if you're somewhat close to land...
I don't think they do that. I think the point of walking the plank isn't that you get to go swim to the island. I think it's
but if they do it in, like, the Caribbean, which is where the pirates were, or, like, around all the islands of fucking... Like, you don't have that far. You gotta float it out for a day, you know? Fuck.
The fucking way... Where the pirates are. Like, oh, my bad.
Yeah. It's not like nowadays. Like, I wouldn't be a pirate, like, right now.
Well, off the Horn of Africa?
Yeah, like fucking Somalia would be your go-to pirate hiring.
I think that would be the greatest time.
That would be a bad time.
No, someone on that boat has to be such a hype man. Because you know what I mean? You're in this little dinghy.
Like, yeah, let's get in this 18-foot dinghy, and we're going to
take down that
oil tanker.
Like, for everyone in the boat not to be like, Like, he's got to be, like, motivational. I don't think you see those water cannons? We're just going to hold on. Yeah. And nobody's going to drown.
Here's what I'm going to say. I think that those people lack education.
Yeah, maybe.
And I don't want to call them dumb, but, like...
Uneducated.
I just think, like, yeah, if you and me faced that, we'd be like, no fucking way.
Mm-hmm.
What's the motivational speech? Like, 1 in 100, get it, we're the one. No, you're not. You're not.
Statistically, no.
Yeah, statistically, you're not the one.
You give me, you, and like 5 other dudes a 20-gun ship, like a ship of the line from the Spanish Armada in the 1800s, sail that bitch to the Horn of Africa, I think we get this piracy problem solved. Just loading up grape shot, tally-ho, fucking swinging on ropes. Dude, I think we clean this up.
You're preaching what I've already wanted.
Once you made the sale, stop selling.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I think we figure this out. Or just like a 30 cal on the front of the boat.
Dude, I think we could easily
mop up the pirates.
Yeah, deal with pirates.
Why has no one dealt with them?
Because it's a humanity problem.
Yeah, but how is the U.S. Navy not just like, phew. Like one of their little boats could just like, whew, piracy done.
You can't do that to people.
But if they came at you,
it's not okay.
If they came and hit the boat.
Yeah, but you have to remember they are consciously aware of the fact that these people are not that smart. And you're like,
we've had no problems killing dumb people before.
That's not true.
That is true.
Where? Name one. Name one time.
Yeah. Actually, I shouldn't.
Yeah.
My lawyer has just texted me.
If we're talking about the Middle East,
no, we're not.
The Middle East is highly intelligent.
Mm-hmm.
They preserved algebra and literacy for the world. Like, we fear them
a little bit.
They're also like Afghanis. Those motherfuckers are the toughest bastards ever.
Yeah, they call it the graveyard of empires.
Yeah.
Because no one could conquer
Afghanistan.
Afghanistan.
Can do that. They can beat you with no body armor in the mountain with like a limited amount of AK rounds.
Speaking of a good time, those guys look like they're having a good time.
Afghanis?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Every single time they're fighting the U.S. Army, I feel like they're having a good time.
Yeah, they're having a fun killing Americans, maybe.
But the thing is, like,
I don't think it's that fun.
I don't think the Americans have fun the way they
definitely do.
No, because it's too easy. You're the one showing up with the massive budget and all the machinery and stuff. You're right. You're not just like living in a cave. If you're living in a cave and you score a couple kills on those guys, I feel like you feel fantastic.
I mean, maybe. You
know what I mean? The guys that had every advantage, the guys with night vision and shit.
Yeah. Well, you'd feel good about it, right? Because you'd be like, wow, we don't
insurmountable odds. It'd be like Remember the Titans.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
You know?
Okay, fair enough. All right, I have some questions for you.
All right, I'll maybe have some answers.
I have 2 questions.
All right.
These should lean into Joshua Barrel's expertise.
Okay.
Welcome to Josh Barrel Expert. How good are fake photos that are old-timey of time travelers and giants?
What? Like the Photoshop picture of the
Are
giant?
they
you sent me?
photoshopped? Okay.
Yes.
I just want to be clear here. I just want to be clear.
I actually feel a little bad because I explained it like rather simply to you, and like I could tell you were a little upset, not because of the way I explained it to you, but that you were a little like brokenhearted that they weren't real.
Yeah.
Like, did you for a while actually think that picture of a giant was real?
Yeah. Yeah.
That wasn't just a joke.
Like, there are pictures, maybe not that one, but there are pictures I've seen that are old-timey of giants.
I don't think there's giants.
I don't know if they're fake, you know? How good is the technology? This is like your wheelhouse.
Like, how easily can you fake a picture?
How good can you fake a picture of a giant and make it look like legit, where like an expert would be like,
I would
that's
say
fucking legit.
rather easily.
Really?
Because
it's that good,
when
the
you
technology?
start like, well, yeah, the technology. Well, now that Photoshop has AI like embedded in it,
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever seen any of that, but like, say you have this picture, and you're like, actually, I want the picture to be zoomed out like 20 feet. Photoshop can AI create more background that wasn't there in the picture around the whole thing. Or like, if you have like ocean behind you in the picture, you can tell Photoshop to like fill in with some boats, and it'll like plop some boats in the water and make it look real. And when you're making it look old-timey, it makes it easier because then you have to add in a bunch of filters
like
and
really
noise,
low, yeah.
and you have to bring the definition down. So that hides a lot of things that people would pick up, like, oh, those shadows don't blend. That was obviously added in, right? It adds like another layer that you have to see through.
So we can't rely on photos of stuff anymore.
No.
See, then what do we do for evidence, for conspiracies? You got to find like a hard printed film that came fresh out of a Polaroid.
Or like a trusted source. There are trusted people.
Hey, we can't trust the government. They're going to lie to us about giants.
Why would they lie to us about giants? This is
obviously.
Okay, this is what I want to ask like, conspiracies are fun. I have my own conspiracies. But 99% of the time, when you're thinking up a conspiracy, not you, but when you're thinking up a conspiracy in your head, right? Or you're like trying to think through a conspiracy, you have to ask yourself, why would someone lie about this? It's like the flat earth thing. Okay. It's like, why would NASA spend all this money and tell all these people to lie to you? What's the end goal? You know what I mean? What would be the reason they lied about the giants?
Very simple, Josh. Because giants would prove all the giant theories surrounding old building, like megalithic structures.
And?
What do you mean? That would change the entire history of humanity. And it would take away the balls of all the stupid people nowadays.
I don't think so, because then they'd be like, our species outlived the giants, who were so great.
They'd be like,
awesome.
What happened? We killed them. We turned on them at some point. That's what we would end up finding out.
We turned on them?
We turned on them. Or they left consciously.
Where would they go?
I don't know. Maybe they're
inside
aliens.
the hollow earth.
That's possible.
There's a giant.
They've talked about, Admiral Byrd talked about about giants, seeing giants in the hollow earth. Just saying.
This guy sounded a little off his rocker.
Admiral Byrd.
Yes.
Yeah, of course it does, because it seems unbelievable, because we're indoctrinated into a theory of thinking that these things are crazy.
How many people can you tell a secret to before someone tells their girlfriend?
One.
Yeah, one. That's the other thing.
He didn't keep it a secret, though.
Yeah, but other people would have had to know.
How many people are going to Antarctica on big expeditions?
And not finding giants.
That's not true. That's not...
Why the giants, bro?
What do you mean?
Do you just want someone taller than you around?
No, I
No.
I just
do not.
I think it's not that crazy. Like, they're depicted in all of the hieroglyphics and shit all over the world.
What if there was just some Yao Ming looking ass back then?
Man,
And they were like, this guy is so fucking tall. When I draw about him on the wall, I'm gonna draw him extra tall.
No.
For exaggeration. 'Cause
No,
this
I don't
guy-
think that's it because they talk about them like they're giants. And they talk about them like they're also metaphorical giants, so we don't know because they're way smarter than everyone. They tell people how to do things. There's so many like hieroglyphics of them instructing people on how to build stuff.
Maybe they made the hieroglyphics guy
Dude,
bigger.
Okay. Let's just look at this like logically for a second.
I am!
Let's
That's
look
what
at
I'm doing.
Let's look at this logically for a second.
If
All right.
they drew the picture of
We're
him
there.
bigger, does
We're
he
like-
have to be bigger?
No, here's what we're doing. We're there. We're chilling. Humanity. This is the theory. They're like, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm a dumb fucking barely bipedal retard. And then all of a sudden, we're just building megalithic structures?
Yeah.
What, we went from fucking lean-tos to pyramids? I think not.
I think
not.
I think you're skipping a good amount of
Dude,
time.
it's not that long.
the
It's
second
not that
we
long.
figured out agriculture, then that's when it all
We
exploded.
had agriculture figured out for a while, and nothing was happening. We had
Maybe
agriculture.
they just took one smart guy.
No, we had agriculture going on. We were like, oh yeah, fucking farming this, farming that. And then all of a sudden, they were like, you know what we should do? All over the world around the same time? Gigantic fucking structures.
Well, then where did the giants come from? If we have a very...
Man, yeah, okay.
No. Listen to me for a second. If we have
Aliens.
if we have a very clear line of our evolution, we know where our evolution came
Okay.
from. Where's the giants' evolution?
We don't know because they're not here.
We don't know, bro.
We don't know. I think that there are remains of giants that have been taken away and we're not allowed to see them.
Who put you onto the giants?
Dude,
I want to know who put you onto the giants.
Nobody
You didn't
put me on the Giants.
No, someone put you
Nobody
onto
put
the
me
giants.
on the Giants. I found the Giants thing, and it's very logical. There are hieroglyphics. There's one from ancient Mesopotamia and one from Peru,
Yeah.
and they're the exact same fucking giant, the exact same with the same mask, everything, and they're like thousands and thousands of years old. These people were not communicating.
So he went from Mesopotamia to Peru?
I think, yeah, because when they talk about them,
How
in
did
the
he get
lore, just listen, hear me out.
All right.
There's two things.
Okay.
When they talk about them in the lore, they talk about these giants. Some of them show up, like being beamed down by the sun, and they show up and talk to people, and some of them talk about them appearing on the beach from nowhere. And they come and, like, talk to everyone. They're gods. They're like gods. Dude, it's not that crazy to think. It's not that
Have
crazy.
we found one dead giant?
Dude, I think there have been. And that
Based
they're
on
hidden
the
from us.
zero evidence.
But it's going to be the alien thing all over again. We're going to find out that there's
I agree that there's aliens.
Yeah, I know, but I said this a long time ago. People were like, you're crazy. But now, give it 15 years. Then we're going to find out there was giants, and I fucking told you so.
Okay.
I
That's
hope.
fine. You can tell me so.
I-
I believe in the aliens. I don't know how much they helped us, and I don't know if they beamed down giants.
I don't know.
I throw my hands up.
I don't know.
This
I
is
don't
the
know
thing,
what
though.
happened, but
But okay, are the giants humanoid as well? In your mind, like, are these giants basically
Some of
just
the-
big people?
some of them are humanoid. But then some of them are like a bird head.
Oh,
Yeah, some of them are like a full man and then a bird, like
so
a big bird
these
head.
would have to be designed and made. Then
What do you mean?
there's no way that an evolutionary giant gets made with a bird
The
head.
evolution we understand.
I think
Also-
if in your theory, these must be beings that must have been designed and built by the aliens.
Why are we discrediting the idea of like, some sort of like what we thought was a god, but it's really just some alien species that is like that? Hard to say, right?
I guess we'll never know.
That's why.
Oh no.
Hard to say.
You're clearly very invested in the giant thing,
Dude.
and that can be your thing.
I'm just throwing it out there.
Just okay. The only problem I had, and the reason I brought that up, was because after we hit a certain height, what makes up our bodies stops working, and I forget what the equation is called, but it basically calculates the tallest and the biggest a human being can be before like your bone and your muscles can't support the size that it's at.
Yeah, that makes total sense.
Right? Because bones can really only support you up to a certain height. Like, I think if you're over like 11 feet tall or something like that,
Yeah.
the amount of weight that's on your bones, they'll just shear.
Yeah, because you would need bigger, stronger bones.
Or bones made out of another
Something
type
different,
of material.
which would be possible from
Or like our muscles wouldn't
An
be
alien
able to
species.
move that much weight.
an alien species.
An alien species. That's why I'm saying they must have been
it's
built.
not like we don't know of things that were bigger. Elephants are bigger.
They're also not bipedal.
Okay. Fair point. Giraffes are pretty fucking tall. They have necks that don't make sense to us.
Their necks don't make sense. Well, I think we know that their necks make sense.
They make sense. Like to a scientist.
You ever thought about what a giraffe would look like throwing up?
Yeah.
It would like way up its neck.
How long would it take him to throw up?
Probably like a minute.
Yeah, like
And it's just like up top, like
yeah.
fuck. And like every muscle, like the whole way up.
Yeah, that'd be good. You think they
Yeah, like it would all come out.
You think they can shrink it inside of them?
You think so? You ever see giraffes fight with their
Yeah.
necks? They're like, you ever see them like get knocked out? And
Yeah,
shit like
I used
that?
to do it to my old journeyman when we were in suppliers.
Oh yeah, you've done that to me before
Yeah.
in public in front of a lot of people. I remember
Yeah.
that, and I was
Yeah.
like,
Giraffe fight.
you can't have a giraffe fight when only one guy knows what's going on.
Giraffe fight.
You're fucking the random fights I get in with this guy. You came up to me the other day and then went down like a fucking offensive lineman, and then charged me going, Seattle Seahawks. Do you know how much time I had to prepare my defense? Half a second.
Yeah.
You know what? I put hands on your shoulders and went, what? That's all I had.
Seattle Seahawks, baby.
That's all I had.
DK Metcalf.
I think you yelled that too.
Yeah. So another thing, the other opinion I wanted from your expertise.
Okay, yeah, thanks.
What the fuck is a pastry chef really?
Like dessert guy. Like that's kind of disrespectful.
I Googled it and it doesn't seem like a great answer. I just want to throw this out there.
I could be horribly mistaken here. Completely
You want
horribly.
me to read it first?
Yeah,
before
read it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't speak out of turn.
Okay, a pastry chef or pâtissier.
Mm-hmm.
The French female version of the world is pâtissier. Okay, is a station chef in a professional kitchen skilled in the making of pastries, desserts, breads, and other baked goods.
Yeah.
They're employed in large hotels, bistros, restaurants, bakeries, and some cafes. But they also are like just chefs.
They are chefs, yeah.
So like they specialize in bread and stuff, but they can do everything.
So when you become a chef, you learn how to bake, and then you pick a specialty. Usually, like I think the pastry chef is more of a career move. Like I think when you become a chef, you either become like a chef or a pastry chef. You know what I mean? The other chef, they'll be sauciers and they'll be
like a saucier is a chef.
It
that
is.
Specify like
sauces.
They specialize in
soup
sauce and soup.
Yeah, like that kind of stuff. Or you become like, but you could be like multiple types depending on the day. Like you could be the like fish guy one day, and then
you think you might not. I don't think it works like that.
Well, like some restaurants, no. Some
like
you will show
saucier.
up. You will be the or you will be the pan guy. You'll be the saute chef, and that's what you'll be. But there'll be like sometimes there will be a progression where like the fish guy is underneath the meat guy, who is underneath the sauce guy, who is underneath the saute guy, who then becomes the sous, who then becomes the chef. You know what I mean?
And the pastry guy just does.
And the
their
pastry
own thing.
guy is like adjacent. You're still under the head chef, but you got your own area, and you might have people working for you.
But you do your own thing because you're not. The pastry chefs aren't bothered by the rush of service.
No, because they're usually not there.
Yeah, like they come in the morning and they have the whole fucking restaurant to themselves and they just do pastry
And they
shit
do pastries
all day.
and shit. And like, I feel like a pastry chef, especially if they were fresh out of school, could probably do everything the other guys are doing. And the other guys could probably do most of the stuff the pastry guy's doing. But the pastry guy has picked this as like his specialty.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
His thing.
That's his thing. His thing isn't services and like hot stuff, really. His stuff is like making bomb ass desserts. You're also in early if people are getting cakes off you like wholesale. Gotta make cakes like that.
Yeah.
Right? You're setting up for like croissants and breads for lunch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like your stuff, I don't think is you're not very short order. You're doing batches of shit for the day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're almost like a very extremely skilled prep cook.
In one specific spot, yeah.
Yeah.
Like you just do all the bread for the day. Like I think that's more of what it is.
Why don't we have a pastry chef?
Because they're very expensive.
Are they? Yeah.
They're very expensive for something like it's kind of dying. Like like most places, unless you're like in like a big hotel or like a really expensive restaurant, they'll have a pastry chef because there's no way they could bring bread in or bring desserts in and have it be at that level.
Yeah.
Right? It's got to be handmade in-house.
Well, this is one of the things I think about them is they're kind of elite in that you're only going to get employed somewhere where you're of that upper echelon of restaurant
Yeah, I don't
service.
think you can be a bad pastry chef because if you're a bad pastry chef, you just don't do pastry.
Yeah. Yeah,
you just get into something else. I think, you only become a pastry chef if you're adept.
Yeah,
and I think that's something you figure out where you're becoming a chef and you find out you're really fucking good at this.
And it pays well.
And it pays well, so I end up doing this.
Yeah.
And then you don't got to work nights. You just got to show up at like 4 a.m. and start proofing shit.
Stupid early.
Check on your sourdough starter like a little nerd.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be weird.
That would be weird. They're weird.
To be a chef and it's like, oh, when do you work? Like, I'm in bed at it's fucking 7:30 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, they have dinner at 4 in the afternoon.
I mean, I'm sure there's people too that are pastry chefs that do pastry and then like cook lunch service.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's guys that do that.
Yeah, fair enough. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, it's like I feel like it's almost like a sommelier. Like if that would be the front of house equivalent.
Yeah, where it's their own thing.
It's their own thing.
Leave them alone.
Yeah, people kind of leave them alone. They're still under the general manager or they're like maitre d' or whatever.
But they do their thing.
But they're like doing their thing. And like that's
leave
their
them
zone.
alone. Yeah.
And then like people go to them and be like, I need wines.
Yeah.
We need a new wine list. And they're like, okay. And then they figure that out.
They leave and go do their thing.
They leave and go do their thing.
That'd be quite cool though to be at a point where you're like you work in a hustle bustle restaurant that's like very big and well, like things are going well, and like if someone comes into your area, like they're like super respectful, or you're like, get the fuck out of my area. What are you doing?
I wish people would respect my area. I really wish that. I wish I commanded respect.
Yeah, it'd be crazy, right?
It would be so nice.
Expert. Like if you walked into a pastry chef's like his little kitchen area, where he's
start poking holes
like
in all his fermentation bags,
or like he's there like mixing stuff up and like fucking dressing whatever, like tarts or something, and you walk in and try to talk to him, like fuck no, you're gonna walk in and he's gonna be like wait, and he'll finish what he's doing, and then it'll be like, what do you want?
That'd be nice.
That would be nice, eh?
So
to be respected.
This all just boils down to, I wish I was so good at something that people would like shut up when I told them to.
It's never gonna happen.
People to like fear being in the room with me.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. Some chefs are like that.
Yeah,
like
nobody fears me.
You hear about chefs that are like especially French chefs where you show up a minute late and they're like, you're fired.
Yeah. Because like, they'll find someone who wants to work under them that quickly.
Yeah, it's like, well, I was 1 minute late. And they're like, people want to be here.
I know in a lot of like high-end places in Europe and stuff, you're expected to be there 3 hours early unpaid.
What?
Yeah.
3 hours early unpaid?
And they'll never fire you for not showing up like that, but you're not going to get good shifts and there's no promotion and they'll find a way to fire you. You're supposed to be there prepping your station before your shift.
3 hours in advance.
Yeah, and stay late. Like punch out, stay late.
Do what?
Clean up your shit. Order your produce. Like it's like you'll work 35 hours a week, but you'll be there 80.
Wow.
Yeah.
I would like that.
That's why it like kills people. That's why people like kill themselves a lot.
What do you mean?
That really want to do this. Like
who?
really want to do that. Like tons of people.
Really?
Or just fucking like, fuck this. You know what I mean? Because one, you got to work under an asshole. Because he's earned the right to be an asshole.
Yeah.
And he can tell you to shut up and you're wrong all the time.
Yeah.
Right? You don't know shit. You know nothing. Right? You got to work under that guy. You got to be there like 12 hours a day every single day. Like, hours suck. Never get holidays. You just get berated the whole time. Because not only are you getting berated by the head chef, you're getting berated by, like, the guy you work directly under. The guy that's, like, responsible for you. Who that guy's been taking shit for, like, 7 years. So you got to, like, take it from him. Right? It's a bad environment.
I want to go.
I would thrive in that environment.
Yeah, I would like that.
Yeah.
That'd be a good time.
I feel like it takes a lot of discipline. And, like, a lot of knowing your place.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of just shutting up and taking it. Which...
I'm good at it.
We do.
Yeah.
I have a question for you, real quick.
Yep.
I got asked this about 7 times this week.
Okay.
How often do you think of the Roman Empire?
Yeah, someone asked me that.
Exactly. They're asking guys and they're like, well, I think of the Roman Empire like 3 or 4 times a week, probably.
Oh, like not even once a week.
Really?
I never think about the Roman Empire.
You gotta.
Why?
I start thinking, it's cool.
Nah, it's not that cool.
It's like the longest empire of all time.
Is it?
Yeah, like 1,000 years.
I think about Rome like once a week, but I don't think about the Roman Empire. I just think about pizza.
Really good pizza.
Yeah.
Great pizza.
Great food
Espresso.
in general. Yeah, I would
Cheap smokes.
love Italy.
Oh, Italy's great.
Yeah, wonderful.
You would love
food.
it there.
Yeah, I think I would like it on that part of the world, you know?
Yeah, the southern Europe on the Mediterranean.
Yeah.
Everyone loves it there. That's where humanity was meant to be.
It's true.
It's like
We should just kill everybody else.
the coast of the Mediterranean, that big ass river in China. What's it called? There's like a really fertile area of China on this big ass river. It's like where the early dynasties of China sprang out of. Mesopotamia back in the day. Like there are spots in the world.
What is Mesopotamia?
It was a country in the Middle East. I think it's like Iraq. I think it was in there. There's like certain areas of the world that are just the Nile. It's wicked
Nile.
fertile. And like it's just perfect living conditions for humans.
Yeah.
For some reason, we just decided to live in this fucking hellscape that we live in, where it's really humid and then it's really cold.
Yeah, what a weird place to go.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, there's beaver over here. And you know, guys.
Always chasing beaver.
Chasing beaver.
It's odd. Where else in the world was there lots of people?
Mexico City.
Yeah, I was going to say like Central America, the Aztecs, Mayans.
Yeah, that was like a big spot. Shit. Like the northern coast of Africa.
Yeah.
I feel.
Morocco.
Algeria.
Yeah. What the fuck happened to the rest of the world? You know?
What do you mean? Like, I don't know. Some people saw the Sahara Desert and they were like, we're setting up shop. We're just going to fucking live here.
This one thing
That's
I've
awful.
never gotten. I'm going to be honest. This is like the most first world dumbass
Why
opinion.
did you live there?
Yeah, I think it all the time. Like, why
Dude,
the fuck
it's
are you...
awful.
Yeah, like leave.
There's no water.
Just start walking. Like
You can't grow shit.
You live in a hut.
Yeah.
Okay? It literally just sucks a bag of dicks.
All the time.
All the
So
time.
hot and
It's
dry.
terrible.
Your lips horribly chapped.
Yeah, you're there and it's bad and you live in a hut, so you don't really have much to hold on to. Why not just start moving?
Walking that way.
Just walk. Yeah, be like, what way's the coast? That way? I'm going to start
You can
heading that
stay
way.
in the country. Stay in the same country.
Yeah, just start moving towards water.
Yeah, like hang out there.
And it's like, well, animals are there. Like, guess what? Look,
Bring them.
Yeah, fucking bring it, bitch.
Bring the animals. Could you imagine?
No, I meant like they're going to get there and be like, oh, there's lions and fucking...
Oh.
Yeah. And it's like, well, whatever. Just go there and set up shop with a big fence and be like, fuck off.
Maybe you would want to live where all the other big fauna lives.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe
They're
they figured it
thriving
out.
there for a reason.
Yeah, it's like you don't have to run away from the lions into the desert. I feel like there's wicked shit in the desert too. Snakes and bugs and shit.
And fucking lions.
And 1,000,000-degree sun in hot sand.
Yeah.
You ever see them boil the water by running that metal bowl through the sand?
Yeah, that's fucked.
It's like that hot that if you like zigzag a little, like metal pot through the sand, it'll boil water. It's that hot.
Yeah.
You walking
like,
on
this
that
is a
with
great
your
place to be.
walking on that with your bare tootsies?
They do all the time.
Fuck. You ever like walk on the pavement bare feet on a sunny day and you're like,
Yeah, brutal.
like that'd be your whole life.
Yeah.
Fucking awful.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
I would personally move to a place with greenery and water.
Yeah, you'd want to go somewhere where like things aren't always trying to
Plus, desert tricks you with the oases,
mirages,
the mirages. Like, you don't have a crisp, cool pool to jump in, and to fucking dunk on you a little further, the fucking desert is like, here's what it would look like, dummy.
If it didn't suck.
Woo, it sucks here.
You know what's crazy is how much, like, the thousands of metric tons the Sahara blows over the Atlantic and dumps onto the Amazon rainforest.
That's where the rainforest comes from.
Yeah, it's from
because
the Sahara.
the Sahara wasn't always a desert.
Yeah.
It used to be, like, extremely lush, and then when all that organic material died, it got dumped over to where the Amazon is, and that's why it's so fertile over there.
Yeah.
Like, literally transplanted all the good shit from the top of Africa and just dumped it on South America.
Nice.
Fucking go over there.
It keeps doing it, though. It keeps doing it. Tons of dirt. That's why the water there is silty.
Yeah, it's African dirt.
Yeah.
I mean, one day it's just going to get dumped on with desert and it's not going to be fertile anymore.
I don't think so, because the Sahara soil itself is dehydrated, but it's fertile.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they just need some water out there.
They literally just need water.
Has anyone ever thought of starting a fundraiser to bring water to Africa?
Well, yeah, I have. That part of the issue, a huge part of the issue, to be honest, here's some biblical shit.
Okay.
They get wet seasons, and the reason that the dry season hits so hard is because locusts eat everything that's vegetation.
Yeah, I've seen the locusts.
And it literally forces that land to dry back out because there's no vegetation to keep shade.
Yeah. When you talk about people...
Why the fuck don't you go there with a flamethrower and just... Dude, you got 1 year. 1 year, just go there. I know it sucks. You're going to burn everything to the ground. But, like, when they're in full-fledged, just kill every fucking locust that exists.
Yeah.
You'd have a nice Africa forever.
You know when people are always like...
Solving world problems on
the
the Reasonable Doubt
how
podcast.
people are so dumb that they, like believed in religion back then. If you saw... a swarm of locusts, you'd believe that you were getting smitten
You'd
down.
be like, oh yeah.
We fucked up.
Yeah.
Not enough virgins.
Yeah. We gotta kill more virgins.
Yeah, you would think the hand of God is like brushing you aside, like you're done.
Yeah.
I get it.
100%. I said this the other day. So my cousin had her wedding, and it was like at one of those cute little outdoor weddings on a little hobby farm. There's goats.
Yeah.
And I was drunk and stoned. And I was looking at...
Keeping it classy at a wedding.
Keeping it classy. And I was looking at this one goat, a black billy goat with horns. And
Lucifer.
I looked at him, and I looked at my Uncle Dave, and I was like, you know what? I could totally understand being a dumb pilgrim and looking at this thing and being like, Satan's inside of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look at their weird little sideways pupils and you're like, fuck yeah.
Big old nuts.
Yeah, evil.
You ever seen the movie The Witch?
No.
It's like...
Oh, where they steal him out of where they steal the baby out of... She lives in the woods? Yeah.
Yeah, there's a big black goat that represents Satan in that movie. It's like Black Billy or something they call him. Yeah. Wicked.
Yeah, brutal. Last thing, because we did start.
Oh yeah, we did start super early. Give me something to grow on.
Okay, so global warming's happening. We've obviously gone through all the different things scientists have been figuring out, like, oh, what happens when methane gas and stuff starts to release from the Arctic because the land thaws, yada yada yada. Right?
Yada yada yada.
All the horrible things that are happening. One thing we didn't think was going to happen is 50,000-year-old viruses being released and being actively
Let's
infectious.
Fucking
Dude.
go!
Huge problem.
Let's
So
do
they're finding in Siberian permafrost that's like starting to thaw out.
Yeah, because viruses aren't technically alive, so you can't kill them, right?
You can, but some of these, there's viruses that have come back that are like, the one is 48,500 years old.
Dude, don't call it a comeback. It's been here for
Well,
years.
here's the weird thing.
Return of the King, he's coming, and he's
Here-
going to claim the title from the Black Plague.
Now, here's the thing. Listen to this. Russia is fucking reviving these viruses and studying them.
It's like a fucking...
Dude.
It's a James Bond movie.
I'm going to be honest here. I do not fucking trust Russia with
Cut this
ancient
shit.
viruses.
I don't trust anybody fucking with ancient viruses.
No.
No.
No. The only people I trust with ancient viruses,
Who do you trust?
the Italians.
Yeah, because they'd be too lazy to
They'd be
deploy
like,
them.
"Eh,
They're
fuck."
like, oh, bippity boppity, oh, the
Eh, it's
virus.
okay.
Hey, it's okay.
Hey, it's very dangerous. Don't touch.
Don't touch. You're up with my nona. Over there.
Don't touch. My nonna will smack you.
You're like
That'd
the
be and
ancient
they'd be
virus
like-
and a little wooden spoon.
Yeah. He'd be like, wow.
Sorry, Nona.
Oh.
I
Yeah.
trust the Italians because they're too lazy to do anything mean with it. Like,
Yeah, they'd never fuck people up, but that'd be like, oh, leave it alone. Leave it alone.
or we go for gelato.
Yeah.
And then the end, then you
They're
just
too
go.
they're too happy and relaxed people. They'd be like, no, I'm not doing it.
No, have espresso.
Yeah. Calm down. What do you mean war? They don't want that shit.
It's funny we
You know,
say this.
Russia, the States, China, they're like, we can fucking murder people with this.
Yeah, I really hope anyone would have the like foresight to be like, you can't just use this on a certain part of the population. Everyone's gonna get it.
Yeah, sure. Like they
But-
did with COVID.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Obama.
I'm going to go with Trumpy here.
Hmm?
Trumpy and China.
China.
Yeah.
China.
Those two parties definitely fucked some shit up.
Do you know how much less of a big deal COVID would have been if Trump just released like Trump 2020 masks and just told his patriots to wear the mask and get the vaccine? If he would have just said like, do it from the hop, then I feel like the whole thing would have been shortened by like 6 months.
Nah.
No? There's so many people in the States that would listen to anything that guy said.
That's true, but I think like we found out pretty like midway through that like mask efficacy wasn't that high.
It was better than nothing.
It was better than nothing, but you had to be like on top of changing your mask all the time, which is you're never gonna get people to do it.
Certain
people
people did
will
it.
do something, but some people, and those are the people still wearing masks. Some people will do shit, but to get people to do maintenance, like actually invest in maintenance, I mean, you can barely get our fucking population to exercise on a regular basis.
I mean, COVID was really an eye-opener for me that the second anything anything pretty deadly comes along, we're so fucked.
we're fucked.
Because 40% of the population isn't going to believe in it anyways.
Yeah, and they're going to be like, go fuck yourself, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, it's like, all you need to do is, like, not open, like, don't, like, make out with your dog because there's, like, a disease coming from dogs. And then tons of people will be like, the lying liberal media doesn't want you to make out with your dog. And then they all start making out with your dog to own the
Yeah,
libs.
they'll do shit they've never done before and just to be like,
Yeah, the
fuck
lying
you.
liberal media doesn't want you to jump off the roof of your house. Guess what I'm going to do
Yeah.
to show that?
Honestly, we should put some shit out there like that.
As the lying liberal media.
Yeah. I'm not grouping myself with these people.
I will. I'll say we're the lying liberal media.
No, I'm not after I'm not fucking supporting not supporting Mr. Trudeau right now.
That's fine.
I'm not very happy with him.
That's fine.
I'm not really happy
You
with
should
any
put
of
a
our
big
options,
sticker
to be
on
honest.
your truck, actually. To
That
let
says fuck
everyone
Trudeau?
know.
No, I'm
And then
not.
perhaps a
I'm
Calvin
not one
and
of
Hobbes
those
character
people.
that's pissing on Trudeau. How about
I'm not one of those people. I'm not gonna.
And then you could also get some truck nuts.
I'm not gonna
and then
protest him in the streets.
Another guy could fuck your wife.
That's pretty
A
much how it
sensitive
goes.
guy who listens to her.
Yeah. I'm pretty much just not happy with the current state of politics.
No, I don't think anyone is.
Yeah, like I feel like we need a
You
French
should run for
Revolution.
office.
We need a French Revolution.
A lot of people will die in a revolution. Hope you know that. You got to be
I'm
okay,
okay
with
with that.
You got to be okay with possibly you.
No, it's not gonna be me.
It won't be me.
Yeah, let me tell you
It
something.
could be me.
I got too many fucking guns. No, you're not dying. I'll make sure. I'm gonna put you in a backpack. Keep you with me.
Yeah, but you could just be a loot stop for the guy who's got more guns.
Yeah.
He could just shoot you.
Okay, let
and
me
then
tell you
take your
something.
guns.
Me and my buddy, who's going to remain unnamed, have enough guns for an army, for a small army of people.
We should become warlords and just
Dude,
rule areas of this city.
Fucking bring on upheaval in our society.
After the pod, we'll make up gang signs for our warlord.
Yeah. For the record, I do not encourage any of the things I just said.
And
it was
for
a
the
comedy
record, I
podcast.
do not own any illegal guns.
Yeah, he actually doesn't.
I do not own an illegal handgun.
I own all legal firearms. 100% legal firearms.
Yeah. To be clear, 100% of Christians' firearms are legal, and 100% of the firearms I don't own are legal. Signing off from the Lying Liberal Media.
Thank you very much, folks.
Thank you for listening. This was a really good one.
This was Stay Reasonable.
Keep doubting. I love you.
Reasonable Doubt Podcast. If you guys like funny, hilarious, goofy, goober, silly boys podcast, that is a good place to find yourself.